All right, well, welcome, folks. It's so exciting to have people from Tanzania and from Sweden and from the UK and from the USA and from South Africa and all across the world. So great to have all your beautiful faces on there. Such awesome friends, amazing people. Well, it's my privilege today to introduce a great speaker. We're going to be talking a little bit about a health presentation, how to energy, live longer and sleep better and feel better and help end the trend of all the chronic disease in the USA. And there's nobody better in the world to share this than David Smith, all the way from Boise, Idaho. He has gone through, he has fought a war in himself to come through and strong. He has been victorious in overcoming major health issues. And he's a total fanatic. I thought I was a fanatic, but he is such a fanatic in eating correctly. I take him to a restaurant and he sits and he watches me eat and his wife eat, and he doesn't eat anything. And I'm just so proud of him for taking ownership, for looking after his body. And he has got so much to teach you. So proud of you, David. Take it away and have an incredible evening.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. All right, I'm going to be sharing my screen here to go over this with you. So can everyone see that? Perfect. All right. So thank you for that amazing introduction. So I'm going to be showing a talk today on vibrant health. So as my dad said, well, first, I've had many illnesses over the years that I've been able to overcome just through nutrition and changing my lifestyle. But over the past 5 years, I've been suffering with a chronic illness that doctors had no clue what it was, why I was having it. They said I had Lyme's disease. They said I had mold poisoning. They said I had parasites, giardia, and the list just goes on. And everything I took for them, I just got worse and worse and worse until I decided to completely change my whole lifestyle. And what I mean by that is I got rid of any and every toxic chemical in my house. Nothing I use is harmful to me. So my shampoos, my conditioner, my toothpaste, laundry detergent, soap, I eat nothing out of a box, nothing out of a can. And just with making those changes, after a few weeks, I could start getting out of bed. I could start walking again. After a few months, I did a 10-mile hike, and things are just getting better and better just through changing my lifestyle and taking chemicals out of my life. So that's what I'm going to show you here today is why are people so sick and what can we do about it? So the first one here is, which countries do you think are the healthiest in the world? Well, this one shocked me. So coming in at a four-way tie is Singapore, Japan, Hong Kong, and Spain. And those shocked me because we've been taught our whole life that soy is one of the number one causes of breast cancer and all these other illnesses out there, that we must stay away from soy. Yet the countries that consume soy the most is Singapore, Japan, Hong Kong, and they're the lowest rate of breast cancer and all these illnesses. But it depends on the kind of soy. Genetically modified soy, that is very poisonous. That's going to cause those issues. Non-genetically modified soy is actually very beneficial. It's going to do the opposite. It's going to prevent breast cancer and all of that. And as you see right at the bottom, number 29 is United Kingdom, is one of the sickest countries in the world. And number 47 is United States, as being one of the most sickest countries in the world. And here you can see a graph showing it's just skyrocketing. From in 1995, 118 million people just in America, one country, were suffering with chronic diseases. Last year in 2020, it went up to 157 million people were suffering with chronic diseases. And they estimate in the next 9 years to go up to 171 million people. And that's a lot of people just in one country out of the entire world. So how do we go from misery to vibrancy? You know, majority of people every day, they live in with headaches, with chronic fatigue, with aches and pains, and the list just goes on. But we don't have to live with that. We can have vibrancy. We can have better digestion, better sleep, less headaches, less aches and pains, just through making some simple choices. And that's what I'm going to show you here today. So if you became a complete health nut, do you think you could get all the nutrition you need from your food? That's what I was taught. That's what I always thought. And you would think so. If you ate as a complete health nut, can you become very healthy? And there was a study done on nearly 22,000 people. 22,000 people. and not one person got 10 of the specific essential nutrients they need in their regular diet. Can you believe that out of 22,000 people, not one got the essential 10 nutrients they need? And these weren't regular people. These were classified as health nuts. People that actually like their fruits, like their vegetables, eat regular salads and that. So not like your average person, and they still didn't get the nutrition. And here's a study showing why they're not getting the nutrition that they need. So there were 2 independent studies done showing the nutrient depletion over about 50 years, from 1950 to 1999. In that time, they tested a bowl of spinach, and the vitamin C decreased by 60% in those 49 years. So if you think now it's 2021, it's probably decreased by over 80%. So what our grandparents got, the nutrition they got from 1 bowl of spinach, we would probably have to eat about 50 bowls of spinach to get the equivalent nutrition, the iron, the vitamin C, the fiber, all of that. And we'll be sitting here all day just eating spinach to get what they got from 1 bowl. So how many Americans do you think take supplements? It's 75%. And this isn't just in America, this is the world. On average, majority of the world takes supplements every single day. And you would think that's good, but not all supplements are good. And that's what I'm going to show you here. This study scares me, and there's a few of these. So Bloomberg News, they did a study on aloe vera at Walmart, Target, and CVS, 3 of the biggest brands out there for supplements. And they found no traces of aloe vera tested in the aloe vera. It was fillers, it was sugar water, it was anything but aloe. So what you think you're paying good hard-earned money for to help with internal problems, it's actually going to be causing problems. It's not what you think it is. This one, when purchasing herbal supplements, what do you expect to get? I would think it's herbs, but it's not. New York State Attorney General reports that GNC, Walmart, Target, and Walgreens, and that's where nearly every American buys their supplements from, they found that the herbs there did not contain the herbs shown in the label. So what was in the product, what they were paying money for, was not actually in the supplements. What they did find in it was powdered rice, beans, carrots, and even grass. So we're paying hard-earned money for bottles of grass that we could just go take some scissors, cut some grass outside, and take it ourselves. And that grass probably contains pesticides that's going to be harming us too. So when taking a vitamin, do you think it's harming you or benefiting you? You know, most people aren't going to go and pay their hard-earned money at a store, pay for a bottle of vitamins, and they think it's going to harm them. And they think the doctors are telling them that it's going to actually help them. I see videos every single day of nutritionists saying, go buy this vitamin. It's the best out there. It's going to help with this, this, this. But there's no studies on it. There's no research on it. It's probably grass cuttings and beans. And here's one to prove that. So Consumer Lab Reports, they did a study back in 2007. And they took 21 of the most popular store-bought multivitamin brands out there. 11 of them, 52% did not have the ingredients in the product that was on the label. So more than half of the ingredients was not in the product. 3 of them did not dissolve at all. And that's so important because if it does not dissolve, it doesn't get into your bloodstream. If it doesn't get into your bloodstream, it's not going to benefit you at all. The only benefit of that, you can take the same tablet, same vitamin for the rest of your life. You can save a lot of money. And then one of them contained lead. If you know lead, it's linked to so many health issues out there, like dementia, like Alzheimer's, memory loss, and many other things. This left us with six vitamin brands left, and they put that into the study. This study was done by the US National Cancer Institute. They took 2,000 stage 4 cancer patients. 1,000 of them, they gave a placebo. They had no results, so no benefits, but also no side effects. The other 1,000 of them, they gave more than one of the remaining store-bought brand multivitamins that I just went over with you. And they had an increase in cancer by 32%. And these are multivitamins that are supposed to help with inflammation, help with all these different problems, but it increased their cancer by 32%. I don't know about you, but that terrifies me. And here's one on protein. So if you know, nearly the entire world has at least had a protein shake, if not take protein shakes on a regular basis. This study by Clean Label Project, they tested 134 different protein shakes. Out of those 134, 70% of them had cadmium and lead, which is linked. You can do the research. You can go Google cadmium side effects, lead side effects. It's not made for human consumption. 55% of those protein shakes contained BPA in them. And if you know BPA, the more BPA you consume, the more likely you're never going to be able to have kids one day. It's one of the biggest causes of becoming sterile. And they found that plant-based powders were the worst. And I grew up as plant-based, anything is the best for you. But they found plant-based were the worst, as Garden of Life, raw protein ranking loss of 134 tested. You have to be really bad to come 134 in last place out of all the protein shakes out there, especially when you charge one of the highest prices for your shake and you advertise to be one of the best. So what makes us different, and why do we stand out from the rest, and why can you trust us? So first of all, the company that I'm telling you about today, we're started in 1958. It's a global company in over 50 countries around the world, and they created the first scientific advisory board ever to be. And their motto is based in nature, backed by science. So everything they do is natural, non-GMO, and good for you, but it's backed up with leading edge science. So a few of the things that they've done, they have 32 industry world firsts, meaning here's a few examples. They created the first ever whole food vitamin and mineral. They created the first ever supplement to get in at cellular health to let nutrition into the cells and waste out the cells. And they created the first ever protein shake, but not just the first ever shake, the best tasting shake out there. There's nothing that tastes like it. You know, it tastes like a chocolate milkshake, or if you have the strawberry vanilla, they just delicious. I could drink them all day. Another thing is all of their studies are on human trials, not rats, not animals of any kind, human trials. And that's what these products are meant for. And their products have been published in so many peer-reviewed journals and publications around the world. Here's a few: the New England Journal of Medicine, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, International Journal of Toxicology, and the list just goes on. So it's so important to when you find any supplement, it needs to have peer-reviewed publications from third parties, meaning that other people have tested it and say, yes, what's in this product is on the label and it does what it says. So here again, this is why we stand out. Our products is nothing synthetic, there's nothing artificial. It's made from food that God designed for us to eat. It's juice extracted, dehydrated, organically grown, non-hybrid, vine ripened, non-GMO fruits and vegetables produced according to pharmaceutical regulations, published in peer-reviewed journals. And basically in English, what that means is, if you saw that study I said earlier on the bowl of spinach, that in 49 years, the vitamin C decreased by 60% in just 49 years. And like I said, we would have to eat 50 bowls of spinach to get one of what our grandparents could get. So what this does, it takes just fruits and vegetables and they dehydrate them, juice them, and put them into capsules that are highly concentrated. So they could be 10, 20 carrots in one capsule, where for us to sit down and eat 10 or 20 carrots is going to take us a long time. So I'm going to get into some of the products here. So the first one is Treonine. In 2003, we got a Nobel Prize given for cell technology. And so just to go back in history a bit, a few years ago, the food industry took out all lipids and sterols out of our food to extend the shelf life. So if you think when we were kids, if you bought a loaf of bread on Monday, it started going moldy by Thursday or Friday. But now if you go buy a loaf of bread in January, it only starts going moldy by the end of the year, by November or December, you can keep it for nearly a whole year before it goes moldy. And that's because they took out the lipids and sterols. So this company, they took lipids and sterols, put it into a capsule, and it's the first product that allows nutrition into a cell and waste out the cell. Because all of our cells are coated with toxins that we consume in everyday food, in our lifestyle, and just in the environment, all of the pollution out there. So this breaks down those toxins and allows nutrition in and waste out, just being an incredible product that can really extend our life. The next one is carotenoid complex. This one I couldn't live without. This one's really been such a blessing to me and my family. And so it's proven by the USDA researchers to boost your immune system by 37% in 20 days. And I don't think there's ever been a better time in history to boost our immune system. And especially if we can prove that it's going to boost our immune system by 37%, that means you have a 37% greater chance of fighting off every known disease known to mankind. Also, it curbs cell oxidation damage by 44%. And what that means is it slows down the aging of your entire body by 44%. I don't know about you, but I know I would love to slow down my aging by 44%. So I take this every single day. Next is salmon oil. And this salmon oil just goes above and beyond anyone I've ever found out there. First of all, it's proven to lower inflammation in your body by 68% in just 8 weeks. And if you know anything about diseases, nearly every disease in the world is caused by inflammation in the body. So if you can lower inflammation in the body by 68%, you're essentially lowering the risk of getting any disease by 68%. That's really exciting to me. And you know, I have so many testimonies with just the salmon oil alone. And a huge one with this salmon oil, it's cold extracted, meaning it's not rancid. If it's not cold extracted, if it's boiled, it's actually going to cause inflammation in the body. The next thing, it's tested for 200 toxins. And if they find one toxin, they will throw out the whole batch. They don't allow room for one toxin. And I've seen people land up in hospital with heavy metals on the brain causing brain damage because the salmon oil they're taking was not tested for 200 toxins. They tested for about 5 toxins or 10 toxins, allowing so many to get through there. So it's important you find one that is tested for at least 200. And then protein shake. Wouldn't it be amazing to know if you can actually trust your protein shake? As I went through the study earlier by Consumer Labs, 70% of protein shakes have cadmium and lead, 55% of BPA, and the list just goes on with terrible things in protein shake. So let's go over, first of all, the seals of accountability. Every country has their own unique seal to them. So here we have the USDA organic seal, the non-GMO project verified, and what those mean. So only one ingredient really has to be organic in there or non-GMO. So if you pick up a bag of chips that says it's organic, if you look on the back of the label, odds are all of its 50 ingredients are not going to be organic. It's going to be one ingredient that has a little star next to it, and that ingredient is organic. The other 40 ingredients don't have to be organic. They can be as poisonous as they want it to be. So it's better than not organic, but it's still not perfect. So the one I trust is, you see it on the right here. It's the SAB, the Scientific Advisory Board, which is produced under pharmaceutical control and standards. This one meaning, first of all, 100% of what's on the label has to be in the bottle, and 100% of what's in the ingredients has to be on the label. So that's the only one I trust. Their doors are open 365 days a year to get tested on all their products. And if any product is off by the slightest percentage, they can get shut down. So that's the only one I truly trust, because all of their products, if it has that seal, it's also all non-GMO. And the second thing is your protein proto-guarded? So that is so important to protect your organs, because so many bodybuilders that take a little more protein shakes every day than they should take, they end up with so many gut issues, kidney issues, liver issues. And that's because the protein they're taking is not pre-digested, it's not fermented. and it's really hard on your gut, your stomach, all of your internal organs. And so this one is proto-guarded. It's put through a stomach simulator and it's pre-digested, so it's really easy on the gut. It's not going to cause extra gas. It's not going to cause strain on the kidneys and the liver and everything. It's only going to benefit you. Number 3 is it contains 25 essential vitamins and minerals. And you might say, you've seen others out there that say they contain that too. But the difference is this one is from whole food. So fruits and vegetables that we're meant to eat, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial. It contains all 22 amino acids. And this is the first, not just first protein shake, but the first product I've seen in the world that has all 22 amino acids. Because so many people have disregarded that last amino acid because it's so hard to get a hold of it. Number 5 is it has it has 5 grams of whole food fiber. Number 6, it has a multi-enzyme blend, meaning it has roughly 2,000 digested enzymes per serving. And number 7, it has a glycemic response control. So it's perfect for the general public, but also amazing for pre-diabetics and diabetic people. So most protein shakes, the minute it gets into you, you get a sugar spike, a sugar overload. You absorb all of that sugar instantly, and which is really bad for us long-term. But this one, it releases the sugar slowly over the period of the day. And what does the shake not have? It's got no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no preservatives, no high fructose corn syrup, nothing genetically modified inside it, no cholesterol, no saturated fats, no hydrogenated fats. It's gluten-free and 90% lactose-free. And if you're anything like me, you might be thinking, well, if you're lactose intolerant like I am, how does 90% help me? That is because they've just extracted the nutrition out of the lactose. So I get severely sick anytime I consume any dairy, any milk, butter, cottage cheese, cream cheese, sour cream. I can't have any of that. But with this shake, I have 2 to 3 every single day. And the more I have, the better I feel. It has no lactose effects on me at all. So it's very safe for people that have a dairy issue. So all of those products I just went through is called the breakfast pack. They put it into this amazing bundle that you can take to fuel your day every day for breakfast. As you can see, the Pro Vitality pack there with the supplements I went over, the Trianen for cellular nutrition, the carotenoid that boosts your immune system by 37% in just 20 days, the salmon oil that lowers inflammation in your body by 68%, and the multivitamin blend. And then on the right, the protein shake over there. It comes in this amazing little pack that you can get and take it as your breakfast. It's my breakfast every day. So how do you get these products and how can you get them today? So there's 2 options. Number 1 is you can join as a club member. With this option, it's 100% free to sign up and you get 15 to 30% off all products for life. And it's not just vitamins. It's also laundry detergent. It's home cleaning products. It's car cleaning products. They have skin cream, they have shampoos, they have conditioners, nearly everything you can think of that you could replace in your house that's toxic, you can replace it with these healthy products. And with that, you get your own free personal website. And then the other option 2, is join as a promoter, which is my favorite. This is what I do, my wife does. So with this one, you get 25 to 30% off all products for life. You get to own your own nutritional business and you can start it today. You get money back rebates on every order. And the more you buy, the more you share with people, the more you can make. You can do this in your spare time. You can do it as a part-time business or even as a full-time. There's so many exciting cash incentives, travel incentives. You know, we've been blessed so much to travel around the world through this opportunity. And such a big thing is we're getting blessed by the company just to bless other people, to get them healthier, happier lives. And something I found that being so sick recently, it doesn't matter how much money you have in life, your health is your greatest wealth. If you're sick and you're a millionaire, that money is useless. It's pointless. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be depressed. Until you're healthy, then you can enjoy life. So it's so important to get your health right. Also with this, you get your own personal website for yourself and also to share with others. There's apps you can use, there's business retreats, there's weekly leadership training, there's personal development. That in itself is just priceless. The amount you grow as a person. There's performance-based recognition. And I think the biggest thing of all of it is the community we're in. So every time we're going through a hard time in life, if we're with health challenges, financial, whatever it may be, we have family, thousands of people around the world that are there for us, that talk to us, that help us, that support us, that motivate us. And that to me is one of the biggest things. And we have private Facebook groups that we stick together as a community and help each other. So I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day. I know you all had busy days and it's hard to find time, but you're in the few percentage that took the time to make your lives better, get your life under control, and help others around you. So the person who invited you to this presentation is going to be contacting you within the next 24 hours. And whatever questions you have, whatever concerns you have, please ask them and they will help you. They will work with you. And if you have any health challenges, there's so many nutritional experts here that are ready to help you just change your life and get your health under control. So I want to thank you for joining us. Hope you all enjoyed that and have a wonderful evening. All right.
All right.